Today we will be making vegetable soup. For this recipe, you will need 1 onion, 1 bell pepper, 2 celery stalks, 3 carrots, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 cup green beans, fresh or frozen, 1 cup of peas, fresh or frozen, 1 small zucchini, 3 tablespoons tomato paste, 1 946 milliliter can diced tomatoes, 2 cups of cauliflower, 2 cups broccoli, 1 pound potatoes, 3 to 4 cups shredded or chopped cabbage, 2 teaspoons thyme, 2 teaspoons basil, 1 tablespoon oregano, 1 tablespoon parsley, 1 bay leaf, 2 tablespoons seasoned salt, 2 tablespoons of oil, salt and pepper to taste, and 8 to 12 cups of water. This recipe is very versatile. If you'd like, you can add some ground beef or a different type of meat to it. It creates its own broth and is easily adapted to any vegetable that you might have available in your fridge or in your garden. In a large pot or Dutch oven, add some oil and heat on a medium to high temperature. Once your oil is nice and hot, add your onions, garlic, celery, carrots, peppers, and zucchini. Saute for about 2 minutes. If anything starts to stick to the bottom of your pan, that's okay. It adds extra flavor later. Once you've sauteed your vegetables for about 2 or 3 minutes, add your thyme, basil, and oregano, and continue to stir and saute for another 4 to 5 minutes. This will toast your spices and add some really lovely flavor to your soup. And again, if things start to stick to the bottom of your pan, that's totally okay. It adds extra flavor later on. Once everything's sauteed for about another 4 minutes or so, add 4 cups of water and use that to deglaze or to scrape off any of the stuff at the bottom of your pan that might have stuck to it. This is where you get that added flavor. Once you're done deglazing the bottom of the pot, you're going to add the rest of your water. Then add your cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and potatoes. Give it a stir. If you don't have the fresh broccoli and cauliflower and vegetables available to you, you are more than welcome to use a frozen vegetable. However, if you're going to use frozen ones, you do want to add them a little bit later when the potatoes are about half cooked. Also, if you're going to add frozen vegetables because they've been blanched before they were frozen, you're going to lose some of the flavor that adds to your vegetable broth, and you might find that you're going to need to add a little bit of a vegetable bouillon or chicken bouillon or something for that added flavor. Also, if you're using fresh green beans, this is the time when you want to add them as well. If you need to, you can add more water right now, depending on how thick you like to have your soup. Looks like I will need to add some extra water. But remember that everything is going to release more liquid as it cooks and reduce down. So you just want to cover your vegetables and then add your tomato paste, parsley, seasoned salt, and then your bay leaf. Stir it up really good. Allow the soup to come to a low simmer and cover and cook until your potatoes and your cabbage are tender. Once everything's cooked, add your peas and your frozen beans, and then add your can of diced tomatoes. Stir it up. Allow it to come to a low simmer in order to heat the beans, peas, and tomatoes thoroughly. If you prefer, you can use fresh tomatoes instead of the diced tomatoes. However, be sure that they are peeled so that the skin doesn't become a texture issue within your soup. And it's very important to know that your cabbage will stop cooking when you add any fresh tomato product to it. So if you do want to use fresh tomatoes, really be sure that your cabbage is fully cooked before you add them, and that way it won't stop when it's too crunchy and also give you a texture that is undesirable. Once the peas and beans are heated through, serve it with some fresh biscuits, some buns, or a nice scoop of sour cream, and enjoy. So I just want to show you guys the Good Food box that everybody is going to be getting a coupon for. It will change every single month. Some things will be consistent every month and other stuff changes as far as seasonal goes. In a Good Food box, guaranteed, you're going to get a 5-pound bag of potatoes. They can be red or russets or yellows, you never really know. You will always get apples and carrots, usually 2 pounds of carrots, and they're always really nice fresh ones. Check out this one. It is a massive carrot here. And then you're always going to get usually about 1 pound of onions. In this month's Good Food box, there's a beautiful squash, my potatoes, a really nice amount of bananas, some really beautiful tomatoes, peppers, a whole bunch of apples, a beautiful head of lettuce, and then of course these great carrots, and then I've even got some pears. So if you guys are getting a Good Food box, some of this will change every month depending on what is available, but you will always get more than your money's worth in a box.